Hey friends, it's Joby here, and we're going to play some Destiny. We're playing in the Crucible, that's Destiny's PvP mode. We're playing Control on the shores of time in Venus, or on Venus, I suppose. And yeah, Control is basically domination mode from Call of Duty. You've got to capture 3 zones and hold them, and your team wins based on that. That's my guy holding the flag. The player with the highest level on your team holds the flag. Anyway, let's begin. I'll begin by changing my weapon. I had the shotgun equipped so I could level it up while handing in bounties, but I forgot to de-equip it. Anyway, so I'll try not to get too distracted. What I want to talk about is some of the things that bug the crap out of me in Destiny. Last week I talked about the Fogoth map and how I found it very mechanically interesting and how I enjoyed my time with it. I am tapping square to respawn and it wouldn't let me respawn. Oh my god! Anyway, I found it very mechanically interesting and I really enjoyed my time with it. And one of the things that I think I felt Destiny did well was creating a scenario where players needed to really work together to take down an enemy in a first-person shooter environment, which isn't something you see a lot of, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Unfortunately, the Fogoth fight is probably the most mechanically interesting boss fight in the game, and so it was a bit of a, I won't say bait and switch, that makes it sound more sinister than it really is. It was simply just, I guess I saw more into it than was really there. The Emperor, it seems, actually has no clothes. It bugs me that, yeah, Destiny, you know, at higher levels, boss fights, simply the bosses get more health and they do more damage, which means boss fights aren't actually all that interesting the higher up you get. That's annoying. I'm not a fan of that. It should take a bit more for a boss to really, you know, gain levels. As they get higher levels, they should get more abilities and things like that, and that'd be nice, but that's not the case in Destiny. Which is a shame. When you get into the raid, the game certainly gets very mechanically interesting. It's quite complex, and players really need to be on their game. I mean, I tried the Vault of Glass, which is the raid's name. I tried that yesterday with a group of randoms, and they weren't even able to, like, me and a friend who went into the raid together, we were able to hold our circle at the start. We were able to hold that quite easily, but oh my god, too many guys. But the other guys, they just kept getting killed, and yeah, so if you can't even get, like, if you can't get 6 people who are vaguely competent together, then good luck ever doing the raid. Anyway, I'm about to throw a grenade. I don't have any grenades.
Zone A lost.
That's a shame. Anyway, so Destiny is essentially a loot chasing game. It doesn't seem like a loot chasing game because it's got a defined end game in the raids, and it's got, you know, it's got a actual end goal. It's got a But the reality is, once you hit level 20, which is the experience-based level cap, you then gain more levels by getting better loot, which makes the game, it bases the game on a loot economy. You need to get better loot by playing the dice rolls, the lottery of loot. Yeah, you basically need to play the lottery until you finally get the loot you need to actually enjoy the game, to get into the raids, to do anything, basically.
You captured Zone A.
And, yeah, that's just a real shame, because the game has a terrible RNG system. RNG means random number generator, and in Destiny, the likelihood of you getting a piece of gear that you need is based on RNG, and it's based on the idea that you're going to fight someone, anyone at all is capable of dropping any loot, except in PvP. You're not able to get loot from PvP, but oh, down I go. But outside in PvE, anyone is able to drop loot, and that means that you're able to kill any sort of enemy for the promise of some sort of loot, any sort of loot. And
Enemy captured
yeah,
Zone A.
that forms the basis of the entire game. You're attempting to get better and better loot. And because it's all based on this RNG system where bosses don't have any higher percentage likelihood to drop better loot, there's no incentive for you to go fight bosses more.
Enemy captured
You're
Zone
best
B.
off just farming. You'll probably have seen images of dudes sort of, you know, doing nothing but farming the same bullshit over and over again. Oh, too many people, too many people. Run away, run away. Oh, into the wall. Running away. I'm out of ammo. Fusion rifle. I hit him! He's dead! Oh my god!
Zone
What a
C
crock.
neutralized. Zone A lost.
Anyway, so yeah, you'll have seen videos of dudes shooting into a cave over and over again. That's all they do in the game, and that's all I did for quite some time: is shoot into the cave, and see if I could get slightly better loot over time, just by. What a waste of a super. I could have used it in that. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. They're just trying to increase the chances of playing the lottery. That's how loot-based systems work. You play... The more efficient you are at getting loot, the more successful you are. Because all of those games are based on increasing your efficiency at getting loot. That's all they involve, really. That's what you're attempting to be a part of with the game. Is getting better and better loot. It's like a big e-penis simulator, I suppose.
Neutralize Zone A.
Hiding. Okay. I don't know how I managed that, but I think I stole a kill from Follow Cito. Sorry, buddy.
Zone A.
And, yeah, so basically, Destiny's RNG system is craptastic. I mean, there's more to the game that bugs the shit out of me, but that in particular is woeful. The loading times aren't very good either, and one way they could fix the loading times, and they are pretty bad loading times. That was terrible. I wasn't even aiming at him properly. One way they could fix the loading times is by reducing the amount of times you're forced to load. I mean, to get into a PvP match, I can't understand why when you go to the tower, which is the main social hub of Destiny, there's not a person you talk to enter a strike playlist or a crucible match or the daily heroic story or the weekly heroic or whatever. There's no person you talk to, or there's no social aspects to the game. Hey, get out of there. Live by the sword and die by the sword. Yeah, like, if I want to go into the Crucible, I have to go back to orbit, and then oh my god, I hit the fucking rock. Are you fucking joking? That is a crock of shit. Oh my god. Warlocks are so fucked in this game for PvP. We get nothing. Everyone else gets everything. Hunters get to go invisible. They get a golden gun. Oh my god, it's a one-shot kill weapon. They get a one-shot kill weapon. They also get the ability, if they choose, to teleport and stab people at fucking will, which is just bullshit. Like, they get everything. What do Warlocks get? Like, just a swift kick in the nuts. Titans can shoulder charge people, which involves teleporting forward and shoulder charging people. It's horseshit.
Zone A neutralized.
Anyway, if they had, like, they just need, what they need, is some way for people to actually get
Zone B
into game modes from the fucking tower. I can't believe that had cut down on loading time significantly. You have to load to go to orbit and then load to go into PvP. It'd also make the tower feel like something more than just the place you go when you need to get disappointed by the Cryptarch. Which is constant. Constant disappointment by the Cryptarch. Ah, suck it. Oh, we lost. We're over. We're done. I guess I ran out of time because my goddamn, I got the Halpage Gaming PVR 2, and it fails, constantly fails. So it's gonna crash out in a couple of minutes, maybe less than a minute. Let's see what we got. Let's see what loot I got. 25 kills. Next closest is 10 kills. Look at my kill death. Yeah, of course. Of course I got nothing. That makes complete sense. Of course. Let's see how I went on my bouncy. 3 of 5. Excellent. So I didn't even manage that. Okay, see if I can level this up. Nope. No, I need to go farm Spirit Blooms to level that up. So basically, I got nothing out of that. Maybe some Crucible Marks, I suppose. And, yep. Alright, well, look. I'm not convinced Destiny is worth your time. I'm definitely not convinced it's worth my time. I'll probably make I'll make another video. I've got an article that I've written and it should be going up pretty soon, so I'll link to that video and I might talk about things in that article a bit more, although I go quite in depth in that article. So yeah, thanks for joining me. This is definitely, yeah, it's going to drop out very, very soon. And yeah, anyway, Destiny, I'm not convinced. I take back what I said last week. We'll catch you next time. For now, why don't you check out my first hands-on with The Long Dark. I'm still playing through that. I'm still trying to get my head around it. Or, of course, the other video of Destiny to see what I thought about the game last week. Hit like, hit subscribe, you know, all that stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. And I'll see you later. Bye.